sipping to you. Kauffie, Kauffie Company, yeah. Oh yeah, it's the Kauffie Company. Whoa, it's the Kauffie Company. Whoa, Kauffie,
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Kauffie Company. It is Monday, the 23rd of February, and it is quite a nice, mild 13 degrees. And it's a nice one. It's quite a nice day. I quite like it now. It's a bit mild. Spring is in the air. I didn't need a coat to leave to buy myself my average day sandwich. It's going to be another chill week. Hopefully it's another good week for the Kauffie Company. Last week was a week that was really, really needed. We did really well last week in terms of sales. I'm delighted with that. I still haven't received my boxes from Every, formerly known as Hermes, the worst mailing company on the planet. So I'm going to have to buy some more boxes. And hopefully Hermes isn't in charge of them. I'll try and call them after the show because they seem to have lost my boxes. I don't understand how they can be that bad. They've got literally one job, and that's to ship things. So I will be complaining to Amazon at the end of the show and getting my money back, and then buying some more boxes. But we will have to talk about yesterday. Unfortunately, yesterday was a bit of a what do you call it? I'm not going to say reality check because I don't think it was a reality check. I think a lot of people are upset because of who we lost to. I don't think they really understand. And I've been saying this for a while. I've been saying this for as long as I've been on Spurs YouTube. This has been coming. Where this team is in the league has been coming. The footballers at this football club are not good enough. They're not good enough, these footballers. They are not good footballers. And I was asked by joe.co.uk. They did one of those, thank you to Sava for the raid. They did one of those videos where they interview there and they go, does this player get in? This player. And it went through the entire Spurs 11. And they asked me, do any Spurs players get in the Arsenal 11? No. And they were like, are you sure you're a Tottenham fan? I said, what do you expect? Do you think any of the players from the 16th best team are going to get in the best team? And by, of course, the only thing we've got, the best team in the league are the team that's first. The 16th best team in the league are the team that's 16th. That's it doesn't change. If you are the 16th, you are the 16th best, or the 4th worst, as it were, or 5th worst. They are dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. And they wonder why things keep on going wrong. But before I say hello to everyone in the audience, 135 of you. So if you are new, thank you to Sava for sending over the peeps. Big up to him. Firstly, like and subscribe. I am going to address something that I saw at the Spurs game, and it wasn't acceptable for me. I am a massive fan of footballers that get married to people they love, and not footballers that get married to supermodels because of their image. So to see those Tottenham fans, because they are Tottenham fans, they're a disgrace. They're an absolute... I just want to say, grow up to those Spurs fans abusing Declan Rice with pictures of his wife. It's disgusting. It's flat out disgusting. So everyone, if you're going to take something away from the Kauffie Company today, get married to the person you love because you'll have an amazing life. So to those Tottenham fans, you're a disgrace. You're an absolute disgrace. You're a disgrace to every single good thing about Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. You're a disgrace. Get married to the person you love. Have your children. Be a good person. But without further ado, let's see who's in the house to take us through the show. There's 153 of you in the house. Thank you very much to Sava for sending over the raid. Again, let's see who's in the house. We have Ian Ferguson, our first person in the house. YouTube member, our first clocking in for the day. Colin Crossamano, good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. I'm having the same vibes, buddy. Of course, I wasn't alive in 1977. But one thing you will say about that 1977 team, there were fighters in that team, and there was quality in that team. Players like Stevie Perriman, Glenn Hoddle, amongst others. They got relegated. You're never too big to go down. You're never too big to go down. A Tarakron Wembley 1. The state of our football club has to be close to tears and both sadness and anger. It really is. I'm not angry. I expected it. I expected it. I expected it. We've got Alfie Hall, good to see you. Silly Singularity. We've got Lord Rodney Trotter himself. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. Parachutes ready, lads. We're going down. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. And everyone says, I don't know. I thought he wasn't that bad, to be honest. I thought when Gallagher came off, we missed Conor Gallagher. Was it his best game? Was he good? No. He was dreadful yesterday. Would I have taken him off? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. We got worse when he came off the pitch. We got miles worse. But we'll talk about what I think. There is a main moment of the game which I think solidified. We were going to lose that game anyway. But I think he got it wrong there. I think Sarr should have came off and not Gallagher. Gallagher gives you something, at least with like the disallowed goal, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, because I've got quite lots to say about the disallowed goal. We have Matt. Good to see you. I've never seen you in the house before, I think, but good to. I've got to say something about Mickey van der Ven as well. I think his attitude is disgusting, quite frankly. I think his attitude is shit. I think he is so high on his own supply. And I think he's a quality footballer. And I think he could be one of the best defenders in the world. He's got all the quality. But he doesn't listen. He is in business for himself. He's not in business for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. He is in business for Mickey van der Ven. And I understand there's always a bit of mercenariness as well. Everyone in every job is going to be a bit of a mercenary. He is totally a mercenary. When you've got your own captain outright refusing to listen to the coach, he might not like the coach. He's only been there 5 days. He's not got to know him. If your coach is telling you, and Mickey van der Ven's been one of those people that says, we want to be more on the front foot. He's telling you to be on the front foot and you're not listening to him. You're outright not listening to him. That's your captain of that team. That's your captain. Refusing to listen to the guy above him. Chain of command doesn't happen at Spurs. He's got to go. As good as he is, his ego is cashing checks that he can't cash. He can't cash them. We have Nacho Slayer. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Yep. Kick the bums out and the players, indeed. We've got Swifty with the Swifty comment of the day. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Yep. 100%. Oh, Leo. Good to see you. Good to see you, Brian Maguire. Good to see you, everyone. We have Mr. Robot Head. Jason Bell, YouTube member. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. My mum had more fight than the Spurs team. No. Your mum, you, and everyone else. Not just your mum. It's an embarrassment. To say that is disgrace, Blissy. I think that's disrespectful to your mum. I think it's your mum is miles better. That goes without saying that your mum's got more fight than the Spurs team. Yeah, we're good, mate. We're good. He ignores everyone. He ignores everyone. Did he's watched? He's watched. Leo watched. I'm not defending the club, mate. Far from it. I've been on almost every protest. I'm not defending the club. And British Airways doesn't want to get muted. I don't think I am encouraging mediocrity. He himself is encouraging mediocrity. Because you've got to have standards. You've got to have chain of command. If you're actively not listening to your manager, who's going to sign you? Who's going to sign you? You've got to listen to the people above you because they can see something you can't. I think it's a disgrace the way Mickey van der Ven acts. I think it's a disgrace. I think he could be one of the best players in the world. But what will stop him is his attitude. His attitude will stop him because he thinks that he knows more than the bloke above him. And that is a problem. Brilliant player on his day. Brilliant player on his day. But he's in the business for himself. Igor bullied Arteta on the touchline, so they went 2 up. I don't know about. I wasn't watching the way the two managers. When's that it? Yes, indeed, mate. You've got to add them then. Not listening to command shows the lack of standards. You've literally said the point. The standards are dropping because players are not listening to the people above them. That's why the standards are dropped. That's got no standards. Vinay's got no standards. None of them have got standards. But chain of command, you build standards. But we're not going to talk about that. We have Dino's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Stu Boy, YouTube member. Good to see you, sir. Hopefully you're well. Let's talk about them. I thought Spurs... Spurs were in the game at the point. Yes, we conceded a stupid goal just after half time, and that's sort of the. But Spurs were in the game. Spurs get an equalising goal, which then gets chalked off. I think that was the nail in the coffin, and Spurs have proven now that Spurs do not get decisions at all. Spurs do not get any decisions. I'm going to harken back to the Liverpool game when Ugo Ekitike, great player, Ugo Ekitike, he completely and utterly gets off for pushing Romero high in the back because that is an important factor in this. Ugo Ekitike pushed Romero in his shoulder blade, so right at the top of his back. Not given as a foul. Goal to Liverpool. Probably wouldn't have beaten Liverpool anyway. Let's face it. Probably wouldn't have beaten Liverpool anyway. But it matters. Spurs go 2-2. Spurs go 2-2. You don't know what's going to happen. Arsenal could then go on and win 4-2. They could. Because they've got the quality in every position times 2. Because they've got a quality player in every single position in the squad. I think that decision is a disgrace. I think it's a disgrace. Because, as I said, with the push from Ugo Ekitike on Romero, it's high on his back. It was a push. I will not hide the fact it was a push. But the push on Gabriel was low on his back. It was low on his back. And if you look at the way Gabriel fell or dived, because it was a dive, 100% dive, the top of his neck fell first. The top of his neck fell first. He went down like he was pushed higher up, but he was pushed lower on his back. And you'd think a centre-back, big, strong centre-back, that's embarrassing. And I think the way the referees treated Spurs throughout the entire game, I've got a very good seat at the football. I've got a very good seat. The entire game, Saliba and Gabriel had basically had Muani's shirt. The entire game. They had his shirt held the entire game. Anytime Muani tried to run in behind, put in on the shirt. No foul, no foul, no foul. Every single time he tried to run round him, had a handful of his shirt. Never seen, never booked. Arsenal's defenders are the most protected duo in the Premier League. They are so protected. And it's that fall is the tip of the iceberg. Because you can see by the way he fell. Because if you're pushed lower in your, I can't demonstrate this because if you're pushed lower in the back, you've got your body, you've got your entire lower center of gravity to hold you up. But if you're pushed in the back, you go like that. But he was pushed here, but he's falling like he was pushed. It's a disgraceful decision. It's a disgusting decision, and it just proves that Arsenal are so overprotected. We probably wouldn't have won the game anyway. But little things like that. It goes 2-2. It gives 2-2. It might be a different game. It probably won't be. It probably won't be. But if it goes 2-2, you never know what can happen in a derby. Tempers can flare. You just don't know. But they never get it right with Spurs, the referees. Spurs haven't had a single penalty all season still. Not a single penalty all season. These officials hate Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. And you know what? I probably understand their hatred. But these officials will get Spurs relegated as well as Spurs get... I understand if it's fair and you go down, you understand it. But give us a 50-50. We didn't get a single 50-50 yesterday. We didn't get a single one. Most overprotected centre-backs in the league. I've never seen a big, strong centre-back fall over. It's a disgrace. It is a joke. Both Man City and Arsenal get away with it. What's it called? Bernardo Silva the other day on Dan Burn should have got a second yellow card. Should have got a second yellow card the other day. Big club, don't get it. I think the PGMRL need to look at themselves because they're useless. Indeed, mate. Big up to them. They saved us this weekend. I agree. You know what? I'm not gonna Muani for all his problems. Least of our worries yesterday. Scored 2 perfectly good goals, in my opinion. First goal was a very, very instinctive winning the ball from Rice. Rice probably should have done better. He wins the ball, scores a really, really good finish. And that second goal should have been a goal. It was a goal, in my opinion. Really well worked from Conor Gallagher. Was a goal, in my opinion. He might not do. Might not do. But for me, robbed of a second goal. Robbed of a second goal. It was very weak. It was very weak. I'd give Gabriel a 10 out of 10, a yellow. It was a dive. It was a flat-out dive. Flat out. Yep, I agree. Big up, Daniel. Good to see you, buddy. I think he scored 2... Good to see you, Scott. He scored 2 perfectly good goals yesterday. I'm not going to complain about Randall Kolo-Muani's performance yesterday. I don't think he played badly. Not the greatest. We can do better, or can we do better for a team that's can we do better for a team that's 16th in the league? No one can hate a club more than fans of... Indeed, mate. We have not won it. Indeed, silly. Indeed, mate. We got Dan saying this guy is cringe, and I've only got one thing to say to you, Dan. I've got one thing to say to you. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh no, this is my problem with being a really bad streamer. I'm a really bad streamer. Where is it? I'm so oh, there it is. Why are you so upset, spaghetti? Why are you so upset, spaghetti, Signore Dan? It's a nicer place. Shut up in your face. What's the matter, you? Hey, indeed. Let's be nice here, Dan. You don't have to watch the show. There are 120 perfectly other happy people in the chat, hopefully. Why are you so upset, spaghetti? Let's be nice to each other. But big up to you. We got Queen Ellie. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. We're saying hello, Ben. Big up. Yes, the refs are a word beginning with a W that rhymes with anchor. Big up. The ref. Yep, indeed. Indeed. Good to see Queen Ellie. Yep. Give him the Oscar. 100%. 100%. No, I don't think it was a foul. If the Ekatike one isn't a foul, that shouldn't be a foul either. It's consistency. It's got to be consistent. The way he fell over was so over-dramatic. It was unbelievable. Big, strong centre-back. Do you think Tony Adams would accept that? Or Martin Keown? Even Judas wouldn't have that. Even Judas wouldn't have that. He's a centre-back and he's going down like a very, very reasonably priced prostitute. It's a disgrace the way he went down. So disgrace the way he went down. Disgusting. It's just, no. The way he went down was ridiculous. We are a one place better. Big up. One place better. One place better. Cue the pasta. Indeed. Hasta la pasta. Hasta la pasta. Indeed. But good to see you. Big up the spaghetti. It's a dive. It's a dive. It's weak. It's weakness. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna shift from this hill. I don't think it was a foul. I think Gabriel realised he was in a really bad position. Kolo-Muani jumped better than him. And he went down. He went down like a sack of potatoes. It was so dramatic. Yes, we see them given. But the push was on the base of his back. You don't fall like that if you're pushed on the base of your back. The way your hips would move forward. And let's face it, not going to say it because they do really well at it. Half of Arsenal's goals should be chalked off then because the way they push people at set pieces, the amount of pushes they get at set pieces every week. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I think it's just no. I don't agree. I don't agree. I think it's a disgrace. The consistency. If they called that every single week, I'd be fine with it. But the fact that it's different for Spurs, if Spurs get that against them, it's goal. But if the Spurs do it to someone, it's ruled out. I think it's a disgrace. I think there's got to be a bit more common sense. I just think he's streetwise. He's streetwise. They are a disgrace. Good to see you, Vinders. Hopefully you're well, buddy. It's a dive, though. If it's a dive, it's a goal. Surely it can't be a foul and a dive. It can't be a foul and a dive. I don't understand it. It's the whole. If you're pushed in the base of your spine, you don't fall over like that. You fall over. Your spine gets pushed over. It's like when you used to do when you remember in school when people used to jelly leg each other and you used to like push used to hit the back of someone's leg and their knee would go out. That's how you would fall. You wouldn't fall like that. It was a dive. If it was given as a foul and the Spurs one against Romero was given, I'd perfectly understand it. Perfectly understand it. It's the fact that the Romero one was not given as a foul, but this one was. The consistency. That's the problem. It's no consistency. Prime Video, big up Prime Video. She's talking to Scott. Arsenal would get a single goal then, Scott, because half their goals are from pushing at corners. The way they push people at corners. Arsenal were the club that took Vicario's gloves off and didn't even get a foul for it. They don't get any decisions against them. They don't get any decisions against them anymore. And I should have drunk that when it was hot. It's okay. Still quite. All I'm asking for, if they give that as a foul, fine. When it happens to us, I don't want to see fouls not given. The corner. Remember, was it Newcastle? Newcastle were given a penalty against us when Bentancur was being headlocked by Dan Burn. If you wouldn't want to get headlocked by Dan Burn, he is a big geezer. He's a big geezer when he was headlocking Bentancur. He's a big geezer. Nah, foul to Newcastle. I think it's a disgrace. I think that the consistency of the referees is not acceptable. If they gave the stupid decisions, but they gave the same stupid decisions every week, you'd be like, you know what? It's a stupid decision, but at least they're consistent. They're not consistent. That's all I've got to say. You're it. We got Angies in the house. Good to see you, buddy. No, you shouldn't have scored 8 or 9. You shouldn't have scored 8 or 9. Missed plenty of chances, for sure. For sure. No, you shouldn't have scored 8. And 4 was about right. 4 was about right. Then they shouldn't be booking for simulation anymore, vendors. They shouldn't be booking for simulation. Of course it matters if you fake it. Of course it matters if you fake it. Because if you fake it, that's simulation. That's the whole point of simulation in football. If you fake it, it's simulation. And that's a yellow card for diving. If you see what I mean. If you dive, it should be a yellow card. Not a foul. Of course it matters if he fakes it. Of course it matters. Because the whole point of what I'm saying is, if you're pushed on the base of your back, you don't fall with your head first. That's a dive. I'm sorry. I'm going to die on this hill. The way he fell. I'm dying on this hill. Good to see you, Ryan. Hopefully you're well, buddy. 100% Dan. He's not being upset he's spaghetti anymore. What do you mean? What do you mean? He is still being upset he's spaghetti. What do you mean? It happened yesterday. What do you mean? Let it go. I can do what I want. I've got to play it again for him. You're the first person in the history. You're getting it twice in one stream. Why are you so upset with spaghetti? You're getting it twice in one show, Dan. What do you mean, let it go? It happened yesterday, and this is our first stream since the thing. What do you mean, let it go? It's not like it happened 2 weeks ago. It happened yesterday. What do you want? Ciao, amico. Ci vediamo alla prossima. The problem is, Scott, it has happened to us this season. And it was given as a goal. It was given as a goal. It happened against Liverpool. This happened. That's why it's inconsistency. If they give the Ekatike one, fine. I'd still give that as, if it was me, I'd give that as a goal. But the fact they've given that one, but they're not given this one, which had less contact on it. Less contact than the Ekatike one. The Ekatike one was given and this one wasn't. It's consistency. I like a bit of consistency. Consistency matters. Got Ryan, good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Saying it was less contact than the Newcastle goal, which the same thing happened against Arsenal, where the bloke had two hands on his back and it was given. It was a goal for me. But perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. Everyone's the upsetty spaghetti. Yes. And that's the problem. That's the problem. They shouldn't be making different calls. That's the whole point. That's the reason you have a thing called... That's why you have the PGMOL. That's why you have VAR. If they're not going to give them the same ones, scrap it all. Just... I'd be perfectly happy with them scrapping the PGMOL and VAR. I'm perfectly happy with that. Perfectly happy with getting rid of VAR and the PGMOL. The two are useless. The two are useless. Absolutely dreadful. Get rid of both of them. I've never been so happy to been sick and miss the game. Yeah, indeed, I agree. I think it was clear and obvious. The problem is he couldn't give it quick enough. He couldn't give it quick enough. He gave it immediately. Usually, they let the goal happen, then VAR has a check. But because VAR doesn't want to make the referee to... Because they... This is the problem with the PGMOL. This is the problem with the PGMOL and VAR, is they protect their mates. When the mate makes VAR hardly ever rules out a decision that a ref has made. If they make the decision, usually VAR usually stands by their man. And this is the whole problem. VAR and referees should be against each other because the whole point of VAR is to keep refs in check to make sure they make the right decisions. And it's not. But that's my rant about the PGMOL and VAR. Possibly wouldn't have won anyway, but it's a massively different game. It's a massively different game. You just don't know. You just don't know. Exactly. Exactly. It's just, it could have been a totally different game. It probably would have still finished 4-2, but you don't know. Tempers can flare. Little arguments start happening. You don't know. You just don't know. That is the beauty of football. Football is not a black and white game. Football is not a black and white game. There's so many things. You would never have expected Wolves to get a draw against Arsenal, yet they did. You just don't know. You just don't know. It's the whole point, isn't it? It's the whole point, but we're never given fouls anyway. Again, we still haven't had a single penalty this year. You just don't know. You don't know. That is the beauty of football. The beauty of football is you never know. That's why we watch it. It's why we're junkies chasing a bus. It's just, I'm fed up with the inconsistencies, Angie. I'm fed up with the inconsistency of football because Spurs don't get any decisions. They don't get anything. Like the entire game, I said this at the beginning of the show, Gabriel and Saliba had more of Kolo Muani's shirt than Kolo Muani did. Every single time, a handful of his shirt, he couldn't, every single time he tried to make a run in behind, pulled over, yank. But because they're clever about it, the refs should see it. Firstly, Kolo Muani should be a bit more of a cheating bastard and tell the referee, he's pulling my shirt. He's pulling my shirt. This isn't true at all. This isn't true at all, Scott. I'm sorry, mate. That is not true at all. Big up, Auntie Kate. Good to see her. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. No, we don't get decisions. That's why we haven't had a single penalty this year. We haven't had a single penalty this year. And there have been some clangers. There have been some stonewall penalties that we've not been given this year. I wouldn't say it was diving. No. Every single time Gabriel or Saliba had a handful of his shirt. Every single time. I can see it with my own eyes. You can't. I see it with my own eyes. I saw it the entire game. Every time he tried to go in behind, yank. You've got to start giving these because I've said it. Arsenal's two centre-backs are the two most protected players in the league. I just think it's a disgrace. It's not nothing. And I'm not whining as well, Scott. I'm not whining. I don't like inconsistent decisions. Always welcome, Auntie Kate. Always welcome. We don't get more calls than not. We don't. We really don't. That's me. It's a difference of opinion. That's the beauty of this channel. We have a difference of opinion and we can just move on. Or I can just play the upsetty spaghetti thing. Dig up the upsetty spaghetti thing. I'm over it. Never really expecting to get anything out of that game yesterday. You can take some promise. We can take some promise, but the first 45 minutes, the intensity was much better. The intensity was much better in the first half. Still not good enough, but the intensity was better. There was improvement. I think these players, they are championship level. I really think they are, a lot of them. They're either championship level or they think they're better than what they are. And they don't listen to anyone. We need a nasty man. We almost need a nasty manager to take over. Someone that's not going to take any we need someone that's not going to take it from these players. These players believe that they are better than they are. They are not. They are not better than they are. They are not better than what they are. I really hope Joe posts that that interview I did. I really hope they post it. They probably won't, to be honest. They probably wanted a Spurs fan that's going to be a bit more bravado and a bit more chest and a bit more, my club is the best in the world and anything else is not true. It's facts. I said facts yesterday. I hope they post it. I'll probably get some pelters from everyone calling me not a real Spurs fan, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Good afternoon, Daniel. Hopefully you're well, buddy. Good to see you in the house. Good to see you in the house. But yeah, we move on. We've got another week at the coffee company. And hopefully this week's a good week. I'm really hoping it's another good week. We need to finish February out strongly. Really need to finish this month strong because we had a bit of a slow start. Last week was excellent. I don't know what happened last week. Maybe it was half term, but usually half term is the opposite for us. We did really well last week. I think at best top 11 with everyone fit the entire season. At most. Indeed. Bring out your pelters. Bring out your dead. 100%. 100%. It's the way it's got to be. It's the way it's got to be. Got to bring back my snow. But I'm chill. I've had my rant. I've called out the upsetty spaghetti people. Big up to you. The green jumper is on. And it's going to be a good week. I like a vent on a Monday. I do like it. Because venting is good for the soul. I don't even think it's a rebuild anymore, Stuart. We need a build. New foundations. Big up. Big up, Ian. Big up. That's a really good coffee, by the way, the new one. The Orchard Bloom, which you can get on the website now. BT Dubs. You can get the new coffee on the website. Might as well show it. It is one of the most amazing smelling coffees, this. It smells amazing. And it's just a normal washed. A normal washed coffee from, where was it from again? It was Peru. Second Peruvian coffee we've had in this shop, and I like the Peruvian coffees. I like it a lot. You can get it on the website. It's here. It's really, really good. Buy it now. That's your plug. Buy my coffee. Buy it. It's delicious. Of course. Hopefully we sort out fair and hopefully we start getting coffee to be sold all over the world. I'm trying to sort that out. Big up Anurag. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Namaste. Namaste. Yeah, it's not a rebuild anymore. I'm not getting upset. No. It's just a normal washed coffee. There's no crazy extraction about it. It's just a washed coffee from South America. It's a very simple coffee. It's just a really, really good set of coffees in there. Which, of course, some really good varieties in there. Some really, really good varieties of coffee. Katura, Katuai, the usual stuff. The usual stuff. But I'm delighted with this coffee already, and I can't wait to see how it matures over the next couple of weeks. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. I'm hoping a load of people buy this, and hopefully I'll be able to buy some decaf this week. Hopefully we can afford to buy some decaf. We've got a bit of money in the bank. Trying to see if we can make a tiny bit more. Might be able to get 30 kilos of decaf. And we're delighted. We went to the shop as well. We went to Kauffie 2.0 today. Ooh, we went to Kauffie 2.0 today. And the waterproof paint is officially on the brick walls. The unexposed brick walls, because there's going to be exposed brick in it. Just like in this shop, there's going to be exposed brick as well. I'm going to try and be a bit exposed brick, a bit arty. We'll try and be a bit artsy fartsy, as they like to say. The struts are on the wall for the cover to go on the wall, just to make it a bit more waterproof. I think we're a couple of weeks away from paint. I think we're a couple of weeks away. I think we're a couple of weeks away. And hopefully, once we get paint on the walls, we can start doing fun things like electricity and water and putting my ice machine in. I need to buy an ice machine for this shop. Luckily, they're not that expensive at the moment. I think it's 70 quid for an ice machine now. I'm not going to get an expensive one this time. I think the last one I bought was £200, and I think they've got a lot cheaper since then. I bought that 4 years ago. 70 quid, I think, decent enough price for an ice machine that I'm not really going to use because I'm not going to be here. You can get some good ice machines now. You can get some really good cheap ones. And I might even buy a portable washing machine that I can wash my cloths in. Who would have thought? I might buy one of those today just to have a look at it. Put some money in the bank and then buy it. We're 100% hipster. But what I want to do is everyone does the hipster look. Everyone does the hipster look now, but they're not hipsters. I think the hipster look now is to go a bit more modern. We've gone past that stage. I was in Shoreditch on Saturday. I also was in Camden on Saturday. Camden was awful, absolutely dreadful. Like, never want to go to Camden ever again. Absolutely terrible. The only thing that was interesting was closed because it was Saturday and it was Mazal. I want to go to Mazal, but it means going to Camden when it's later and during the week. I'll have to go to Mazal at some point. Gotta go there at some point. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. 100% we're drawing in the 1990s. I think the Shoreditch look, which is what the exposed brickwork is, the Shoreditch look. It's the Shoreditch. It's the Soho of New York look. It's the brickwork with the wrought iron. That's the hipster Shoreditch. Not grungy. It's the look of. It's the look of what I don't understand. I'm coming up with the word. It's the look of we can't afford paint, so we just show the brick. We don't want to paint the stairs. We want just show it. It's do it cheaply, but make it look good. That's the look, and that was the Shoreditch look. I remember my first job, and I've told everyone my first job in Shoreditch, because this was oh god, this is just after I left school. My first job in Shoreditch, which was in 20 to 23 Curtin Road, my first job was painting the floor. I painted the floor black because I was with Ben, the other Ben. He was working for a startup company. He was looking to build a startup space in Curtin Road. The building doesn't exist anymore. It's been knocked down and it's now the stage. He didn't want to pay for carpet or flooring, so he just got a big black thing of paint, roll the floor black. That was cool. Painting the floor black is cool. 100%. I'd do that now. Paint the floor black and put a load of road stripes in. I think that'd look good. But I'm very Shoreditch. I'd do it. We've got absolutely no money, but we're going to make this place look good. It was great. Painting the floor black. That's going to be the name of my documentary. Painting the floor black. Or it's going to be the name of my hipster rock band. If I'm not allowed to have the band name, the Pope is from Chicago, which is going to be my blues rock band. The Pope is from Chicago. That'll be the name of my rock band. %. Blues gospel. Hell yeah. Ooh. Delicious coffee. Delicious. Excited to see how this goes. But yeah, I miss the Shoreditch look, but I think the Shoreditch look has been done now. It's time to go for the. It's modern vintage, is what I'm calling it. It's like that. Let's show a picture of it. Have I got a picture of it? Yeah, I do. This is the style now for me. Let me share the screen. It's the only way I can do it. Open that. Let's get rid of all these thumbnails. Oh, there's only one. Share the screen. Share the screen. For me, this is the look now. This is the look for me. Maybe not so much those colours, even though I do like blush. I do like the colour pink. Pink is a modern colour. Pink has come back in a big way. But not like hot pink as in like Barbie pink, as in like a blush pink or a coral pink. Yeah, modern classic. Modern classic. It's very 50s, but it's very modern. It's 50s, 60s. That look has come back around again. 1950s football has come back around. And so is 1950. The big circles, round circles have come back. was, I think, a lot of things were sharp edges. Sharp edges have gone. It's all curves. Big up the curves. We do like curves. Curves are good. But yeah, for me, that's the look now. That is the look. Can we zoom in? Can we zoom in? Here we go. Can we make that bigger? It's the only thing we can do, really. It's the only thing we can do. Curved. It's a bit Disney. It's actually a bit Disney in a way. If you've ever been to Disney and you've gone to like the old sweet shop that they've got on Main Street, USA, there's very much that. White marble everywhere, clean, crisp, round. It's good. 1950s Americana. It's that sort of vibe. That vibe has come back. And I like it. Yeah, retro futurism is good as well. Oh, what was the game? What was that game? What was it? Game BioShock, that's the one. BioShock did that in spades. Love the look of all the BioShock games. BioShock, they were great. That sort of retro, the retro 1950s signs, but the modern, it's great. That sort of thing as well. BioShock. Biohazard, big up. Big up. We won't even talk about who Xbox are. People are pissed. People are pissed. They're like, why have they not put a gamer as the CEO of Microsoft of Xbox? How dare they? I know it's Microsoft. Not Microsoft, it's Xbox. It's Xbox. How could they not put a gamer as the CEO of this gaming company? Maybe gamers don't make good CEOs. Let's see how she does. Let's see how she does as the CEO. If she does a great job, brilliant. If she doesn't, you were right. Let's see what she does. But yes, she does come from an AI background, which is a bit silly. I would agree with them. I'd want someone who was a fan of games to be running a gaming company. But you sort of think, hey, boss, can you do some work, please? No, I've got to complete this new Call of Duty campaign, in it. They would say in it as well. You sort of need professionals in charge of a company, but you do need to be having an interest in the company you're running. You can't... It's got to be 50-50. You've got to have an interest... Neighborhood. I love neighborhood coffee. It's great. But you've got people working for coffee companies that don't drink coffee. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing there? What are you doing? Show some passion when you work. And that's something I've preached that. You should be passionate in what you if you are passionate about the work you do, work isn't work anymore. It's your life. But that's my belief. But on that note, everyone, we're going to end the show there because it's been an hour. We need to do a bit more work before we decide to decide to go home and pop off. Thank you again to Football Heritage TV, Mr. Saba, for sending over the gracious amount of viewers he did. Means a lot to us. Thank you to the 66 people that have stayed in, and thank you to everyone that has joined in for the entire show. We've had a laugh, we've had a moan, mostly moaning. We'll get them next time, but we will be back tomorrow for another episode of The Coffee Company. I don't know what we'll talk about tomorrow. Catanes, Umbrella, all that stuff. We might be joined by people You might not be joined by people, but that's the beauty. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And as always, everyone, if you should know what the cough is brewing. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. Then when I'm out, I'm looking